from Untitled Music, and welcome back to a classic riff video. Okay, all of the riffs in this video are linked down below, first comment and in the description, so if you want to skip to those riffs, definitely check them out. A lot of these riffs you can play with one finger, but I'm going to suggest that you play with a couple of different fingers. I'll show you within the video. If you haven't seen, we've got a video that shows 100 different riffs and a book that you can follow along. If there's a new song or riff that you want to learn, leave it in the comment section below. Otherwise, hey, let's get started. Alright, we're checking out Pollyanna by Green Day. Grab a guitar, let's do it. Okay, so you want to come up with your first finger on the 9th fret of the G string. You're going to play that 3 times. Now, I would actually suggest, if you can, practice picking down, then up, then down. Okay? Once you've done that, take that finger and take it back to the 6th fret. So what we've got so far? Jump up a string to the 9th fret, and then go back 2 frets to the 7th fret. That's like a quarter of the riff. Okay, now once you've got the melody sort of stuck in your head, I would actually suggest you play every 9th fret with your 3rd finger, every 6th with your 1st finger, and then you walk up with your 3rd and 1st finger. Here's how that would look like. So practice that first part of the riff until you can play it with 2 fingers and then move on. Okay, so next part, have your 3rd finger on the 9th fret and you want to play that again 3 times. Back to the 6th fret, same string. Then up a string, 9th fret and 7th fret again. That's right, it's exactly the same as the first part. Okay, the last 2 quarters are a little bit trickier. You want to stay on that D string. You want to play the 9th fret 3 times. Then your 1st finger on the 7th fret, same string. 9th fret, string up. 7th fret, same string, the A string. So what that sounds like. Okay, I'll put together what we've done so far. Nice, you're up to the last part of the riff, which is the trickiest part. Good luck. So you want to have your 3rd finger, again, always on that 9th fret, play it 3 times. Then play the 7th fret on the same string. Then you play, this is where it gets tricky, the 9th fret on the same string. You slide up to the 10th fret, so you pick the note, slide up to the 10th, then play the 9th and the 7th. So just try and get that first little bit. Slide. It's one little movement, isn't it? Really slow, then I'll put the whole thing together. Okay, whole thing together. And again. And a tempo. And then it's just repeated. That's Pollyanna by Green Day. Well done. Next riff. Okay, so we are checking out Medicine at Midnight by Foo Fighters. It's a really quirky, sort of interesting song. I guess it sort of goes into their love of the Bee Gees and that sort of disco sort of styling. Interesting riff, heaps of fun to play, and you can make a great exercise where you can use your first finger, your second, and your pinky. Grab your guitars, let's check it out. So what I would eventually say you could get up to is using your first finger, middle finger, and pinky. Okay, and then that's a great exercise. You could do that sort of walking. So I'm on the 3rd fret, the 5th fret, and the 7th fret. Again, doesn't sound great, but it's good to sort of practice. And I used to do those sort of walking runs all the way up and down the neck all of the time when I was first starting out. This is a good riff to sort of practice that too, but of course I'll show you the one finger method. So here's how it sounds. A little bit faster. Okay, so how we play it is you want to play it's all on the 1 string, the A string. You're going to play the open string twice and maybe mute it. So use that thick part of your palm to hold down the string, open string. Play that twice, so maybe down, up. Then, first finger on the 3rd fret of the A string. 5th fret. 7th fret. You're halfway there. Right, so it is a little bit quick. Great, then you just reverse it. So instead of doing 2 open strings, you do 2 or down, up on the 7th fret. Open. That's it. So let's put it together. It is quite quick, isn't it? I'll slow it down. How I would suggest you can practice and turn it into kind of like a technique sort of practice session. Every 3rd fret, use your first finger. Every 5th fret, use your second finger. And every 7th fret, use your pinky. Great. And that's it. That's the entire riff. It's fun to play and it's cool to get a little bit technical with it. That's it, next riff. Alright, we're checking Moth Into Flame by Metallica. Great song. This is just the opening intro. If you want to learn more, it's so much fun to play. Definitely leave me a comment below and I can maybe make another video for it. So much fun. Grab your guitars, lots of distortion. Alright, let's go. Alright, so you want to come with your first finger all the way up to the 9th fret on the G string. You're going to move it up to the 10th. Back to the 9th, then back 2 frets to the 7th. Just practice that. Now maybe a more efficient way to play it would be first finger always plays the 9th fret, second finger plays the 10th fret. Then move all the way back so your first finger's on the 2nd fret of the A string and you play an open E power chord. Nice and slow. And tempo. So even this is a great riff just to practice jumping between positions and going on the thinner strings all the way to the thicker quite quickly, hey? Okay, next you play the 9th fret with your first finger, again on that G string, all the way up to the 12th fret, then back to the 9th and the 7th. One more time. Now, a more efficient way to play it would be first finger on the 9th fret, pinky on the 12th fret. This time you play 2 big E power chords. So that last section. Okay, let's put it together slowly. Next part. Tempo. Repeat. Heaps of fun to play. If there's more of the song you want to learn, let me know. Alright, another John Mayer riff from his newest album. So good. Carry Me Away. So again, you can definitely do this with one finger. This riff is played through the majority of the song. Heaps of fun to play and really good for practicing your alternate picking, which is down, up picking. So good for sort of use of speed overall. Grab a guitar, let's check it out. So let's get into it. So first finger all the way up on the 7th fret of the A string. You're going to play that 10 times. If you're just starting out, you can play it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then up to the 9th fret, same string, play that once. Then jump up a string, back 2 frets, play that once. Okay, so here's how it would sound if you're just starting out. Okay, if you can use 2 fingers, I would suggest every 7th fret you play with your 1st finger, every 9th fret play with your 3rd finger. Then you don't have to change positions. And of course what I'm doing there is alternate picking, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And really that's the riff. Now when it's played you can sort of hear it a little bit muted with that thickest part of the palm. So that was muted, let's try not muted and you can hear the difference. Either way, it's a great exercise to practice your alternate picking. That's the majority of the riff from Carry Me Away, John Mayer. Thanks for the suggestion. Alright, we're checking out Rubbers by 1975. Such a great band, such a great vibe, love the guitar tones. Dive on it in, I'll show you how to play it. So it is all the way up on the high end of the guitar. Alright, so it is all the way up on the high end of the guitar, on the thinner strings. Because it's like a little solo sort of a melody. So hey, maybe that's what you want to think of it as. You want to think of it as you're sort of practicing your soloing, because it's this beautiful melody that comes in every now and again. Now, I was using my 3rd finger and pinky and sort of stretching out. You can definitely play it with 1 finger, and then I'll show you how I would play it with multiple. Okay, so come on here with your 1st finger on the 17th fret of the B string. Now, if you're not sure how to get there, 12th fret is your double dots, 15th fret is the next dot, 17th fret is the next. So play that with your 1st finger. Okay, once you've done that, move up 2 frets, drop down a string, and play that. So 19th fret on the E string. Same string, go all the way back to the 14th fret, and then move up 2 frets, and you're on the 16th fret. So, what we've got so far? And that there's the melody. I'll play it really slowly, and then I'll play it sort of along with the song. Now if you're getting any notes sort of ringing out, or any noise, I'll try and make that. Those sort of sounds ringing out. What I'm doing is resting my palm on the strings. So I play the note, and any string that I don't want sounding, I immediately put my meaty part of my hand over it. So it's nice and clean and you're just hearing those notes. Now that's the melody. But you notice if we're using 1 finger, we're flying around in so many different positions. So what I would say instead is use your 3rd finger on that 1st note, your pinky on the next note, your 1st finger on the 14th fret, and your 2nd finger on the 16th fret. Great. Now sometimes it does sort of come to a resolution, or it finishes the melody, and that would be on the 12th fret of the E string. And I'll show you what that sounds like. Great. Now as for the rest of the song, a lot of the verse and chorus, you could even just play on the 7th fret of the A string. Just sort of playing that 7th fret nice and loosely and slowly. It just sounds like that's sort of chugging away in the background. But that's it. Have you heard of the riff before? Great! Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video. If there's another song that you want to learn, leave a comment below. If you want to follow me on Instagram and have a chat there or show me you're playing, you can certainly do that. Get that all the time, and always love helping people from all around the world. But that's it for this week's lesson, so I'll see you again in a couple of days. Thanks so much for stopping by. Bye.